SteamVR on the Oculus Quest? Here's how you can do it and what we think about it. Hello Fusion Arena fans and welcome to this video. So like the title is mentioning, there is actually kind of like a third-party way to get SteamVR on your Oculus Quest. And it is possible with free software called ALVR. And the software does actually two things. So the first thing that it does, it kind of like emulates to SteamVR that a VR headset is connected. And the second thing is that there's actually kind of like a server application that sends all the video and control data directly over LAN, so in the end over wireless, to your Oculus Quest. So you don't even need a cable connected to your Oculus Quest while playing. And like that, it is possible to play the SteamVR titles on your Oculus Quest, which is really nice. But it comes with some compromises and the installation isn't that easy. But here's a quick little tutorial on how to do it.
Okay, first things first. There is no official way to get SteamVR running on your Oculus Quest. The software that we are using is in an alpha state and there can be bugs or there can be problems, so I also won't take responsibility if something happens to your PC or your Oculus Quest. I saw other tutorials on the internet about this, but sometimes they had missing information or they were not very structured. That's why I have timestamps in my description, so check them out if you're trying to do this yourself. If you want to have a more in-depth tutorial, you can check out VoodooVR. He has a German and an English video on this topic. So let's get started. So the first thing that we need is a USB cable to connect your Quest to the PC. You can use the one that came with the Quest, but you need a Type-C connector on your PC. Otherwise, you can also use a Type-A to Type-C cable that your smartphone has. The second thing that we need is a good wireless connection. This software relies heavily on a good and stable wireless. If you don't have that, this might not be worth doing. And the last step that I want to say is that you need a little bit of PC knowledge. This is not mandatory, but it's really helpful, so you might know actually a little bit what you're doing. Okay, so the first thing is to download the mandatory data. And you have two links in the description, and on the first links we need two files, the zip file and this APK file. So save them inside a folder. And the last one is on another link. Those are the ADB tools that you need to save. When you saved all the data, you can extract the two zip files and we are done with this step. The second step is to get the Quest into developer mode, and for that you have to click on this link and sign in with your Oculus account that you're using with your Oculus Quest. And from there you can type in any organization name you want. For me it's Fusion A, and if you submit that, then you're registered as a developer. And once you did that, you can go into the app and you have to connect to your Oculus and then press more settings. And in those settings you will find developer mode and then you need to turn it on. The next step is to install the APK file on the Oculus Quest. At first you need to connect the Quest to the PC with a USB cable and then wait a few seconds or minutes so the automatic Windows driver installation can go through. After that, there should be a message popping up on the Quest that says allow USB debugging, and you have to press OK so we can access the Quest from the PC. Next we switch back to the PC and we have to go into Platform Tools and into this Platform Tools folder. Then we have to copy the APK file into this folder. Just Ctrl-C and Ctrl-V it, and then it's inside the folder. Next step we have to do is to open a PowerShell command, and you do that by holding Shift and pressing right click and then open PowerShell window. Once you've done that, there is a window open and then you have to put in two commands. And the first command is the /adb device. And if you put this command in, it should list all the devices. So if you press enter, it should list your Oculus Quest. If it doesn't do that or it says unauthorized, you have to redo the previous steps with the USB connection. The second command is the adb install, and after that G and the file name. If you have a different file name, you have to adjust this command. Mine is the alpha version 5, but maybe there's a newer version. Then you can put in this command, and if you press enter after that, then it should install the APK file on the Quest. When the installation is through, it should say success, and then we have to switch back to the Quest, and you have to go to Navigate, Library, and then to Unknown Sources, and then open the ALVR app. It should say connected there. Of course, you have to connect it to the Wi-Fi in order to work. The last step that you have to do is setting up the server, and for that you go into the ALVR portable folder, and there you will find the ALVR.exe file. And when you double click it, you will get a little warning. You can press on more info and then on run anyway. Once you've done that, there will be another warning for the firewall. You can press allow access, and then you started the server. And you will maybe not find your headset right away, and the little trick for that is to put a little tape or paper on the sensor so it will always stay on, and then you can find it inside your program. First, to the video settings you have to do. The bitrate I would try about 25 megabytes per second, and the resolution I would go about 125. And that are the settings for a really good wireless connection. Mine was a little bit bad at the time I tried it out, so I had to lower the bitrate to like 18 megabytes per second and the resolution to 100%. But you have to try out what works best for you and which settings allow you to have no input lag and the best picture possible. If you go to the controller tab, you can leave that enabled, and the sound right here is something really important because I heard there were problems if you use the Steam sound. You can also get like a wireless headset and connect it directly to your PC, but yeah, you have to try out what works best for you. And yeah, in the next tab, you don't need to do anything. You can just install drivers in the About tab, and the to-sale driver is installed, which is everything you have to do here. And yeah, you're actually kind of done. You could just connect to your Oculus Quest over this menu, and then you connect it and you have to press Start Server. You have to press Allow Access again, and once you've done that, you are connected to your Oculus Quest, and Steam will emulate the goggles. Don't use the room scale here, use standing only, and then you can go through, calibrate the center, and some other options like calibrate the floor. And yeah, once you've done that, you can actually play with this VR headset. Okay, now it's time to try it out. You can use this headset just like every other Steam VR headset and navigate here. And the first game is of course Beat Saber. And yeah, when I played it, I noticed a little bit of input lag. That's why I changed the bitrate to 18 megabytes per second and the resolution to 100%. And after this change, I had a lot of less input lag, and it still looked pretty good. So it was actually playable. And yeah, so I also tried out different games, and the second game was Job Simulator. Also with the adjusted settings, it worked out better. But yeah, it is really reliable on a wireless connection that is really stable and good. So yeah, stay close to the router. And yeah, also Fruit Ninja worked out well with the adjusted settings. Still a little bit of input lag, but it was possible to slice up some fruit and have some fun in the game. So, and I think it still looks pretty okay, also with lowered resolution. And yeah, the hardcore test that I wanted to try out was contractors, because the movement has to be really precise here, and I think I was still able to hit some shots. I think this emulated program does a really good job, and yeah, it worked out pretty well while still looking good.
So this was the quick little presentation of the ALVR software, and yeah, the circumstances weren't too good with our kind of poorly working wireless, but yeah, we're still pretty impressed. You can customize such a lot of things like to your connection, so you can lower the bitrate or the resolution. That's something I think it's really good, and you have to see it's in the alpha state right now, so it's only getting better, and it's for free. So yeah, if you have an Oculus Quest, definitely check it out. Of course, it won't be better than a PC connected headset, but yeah, still very impressive for what we saw. And yeah, if you have any suggestions for other videos, let us know in the comments, because this video was actually also as an idea out of a comment. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video and hope to see you next time. Bye guys.